Reynolds.
I'm glad that you were able to make it in early today so that we can discuss the return and exchange policy.
No problem at all.
Great. It's important that we discuss the return and exchange policy. Once you understand the policy, you will be able to handle refunds and exchanges with very little or no assistance from the store manager. I trust that you will have good judgment when making any refund or exchange decisions.
That sounds good. I'm sure if I'm able to make the right choices on my own or with a little help, I will save you time and allow for things to run smoother at the boutique. I will make sure to always use my best judgment when making refund or exchange choices.
Great, let's get started. In the first scene, the owner of Silkia's Designer Clothing Boutique, Silkia, is meeting with her part-time sales associate, Lonnie, to go over the return and exchange policy. This will be a short training on how to return or exchange merchandise back to the boutique. The first thing you should do when you begin to process a return or exchange is to review the receipt for the purchase date and form of payment. This first step will let you know if the purchase has been within 30 days. If it has been over 30 days, the boutique is unable to process a return or exchange. If the form of payment was a check, the merchandise can only be exchanged within 10 days of purchase. If over 10 days and within 30 days of purchase, then a refund or exchange can be approved. Are there any questions on that first step?
No, that's pretty straightforward.
Great. Second, review the merchandise for any signs of use, damage, or order. Make sure to look at the front of the garment as well as the back of the garment. The price tag must also be attached to the garment in order to approve a refund or exchange.
What if a customer becomes upset if we are unable to process a refund or exchange due to no tags, use merchandise, or because it has been 30 days since the purchase date?
That's a great question. In this situation, you can explain why we are unable to refund or exchange the merchandise in a confident yet professional tone of voice. Always be pleasant to the customer. If the customer is still upset, just try to find a manager. Make sure you get a manager to speak to the customer. This will make them feel a lot better.
Okay.
On scene 2, Silkia, the owner of Silkia's Designer Clothing Boutique, will go over all the steps to successfully return or exchange merchandise at her boutique. In this third step, we're going to review the receipt and what should be done when you're looking at returning or exchanging the merchandise. Final sales are non-refundable or exchangeable. If you do not catch the sale was final and you process the refund or exchange, you must then honor the refund or exchange.
How will I know if it's a final sale?
Great question. Each receipt prints out with the date, the final sale, and the payment, the type of payment on the top of the receipt in red. This is only again for final sales. The system recognizes the item is a final sale by the barcode and notes the final sale on the receipt at the time of purchase.
I see. I'll make sure to look for it.
Sure. The fourth step will be when you determine if the customer will have an exchange or a refund. The customer will let you know if they would like to refund or exchange their merchandise. The customer must have a receipt and the merchandise must have the price tags attached. The sale must have been completed within 30 days. The only time we are unable to offer a full refund is if the tags are not attached or if the customer paid by check and it has been less than 10 days from the date of purchase, or if the customer used a gift card for payment. When a gift card is used, the customer is only given the exchange option. Also, if purchase is a credit card purchase and the customer would like a refund for the purchase, the customer must present the credit card used. So we cannot put the money back on the credit card if they do not have the credit card available.
Okay.
Finally, you should be able to understand when a request for refund or exchange should be denied. As we discussed earlier, if the purchase was over 30 days of the date of purchase, merchandise has odor, or is damaged, we are going to be unable to accept that merchandise back into the boutique. And also, the refund or exchange must be clearly denied, and the reason why must be clearly given to the customer.
All right.
Okay? In scene 3, Silkia, the owner of Silkia's Designer Clothing Boutique, will be going over all of the information covered in the training with Lonnie, just to make sure that she understands all of the information and could successfully return or exchange any merchandise. That wraps up the refund and exchange policy training. Do you have any questions?
Yes. Will there be any cheat sheet by the register just in case I need to reference back to the refund and exchange policy?
Sure. There will be one by the register. There will also be a posting above the checkout area with the policy so that the customers are able to review the policy before making any purchases.
Great. I feel confident and ready to independently make refund and exchange decisions.
That's great. With that being said, make sure you deny all requests for refund and exchanges so that I can make more money. I'm just kidding. Thanks for watching. Oh! In scene 3, Silkia, the owner of Silkia's Designer Clothing Boutique, will be going over all the questions. In scene 3, Silkia, the owner of Silkia's Designer Clothing Boutique, will be going over all of the information.
Thanks for watching.